I don't know if you remember this, but do you remember the football player Herschel Walker?
Yeah.
And he had something where like he never touched a weight. He just did 1,000 sit-ups, 1,000 push-ups, and 1,000 pull-ups every day. Some crazy shit that you can't even get your head wrapped around. And I never believed that until I got into the CrossFit world and met. Yeah, you add some intensity and some basic body movements, and your shit get all blown up.
Yeah, no one believes that stuff until they actually try doing 1,000 sit-ups and 1,000 push-ups, and they're like, okay, this is as hard as the 5 sets of bench I did the other day.
How you own a gym called Troy Fitness in Troy,
Troy,
Michigan?
yep, Troy City Fitness.
Troy City Fitness. Tell me about opening that business. What gave you the confidence to open it? What was the catalyst to opening it, and how long has it been open?
So I had this dream ever since probably like mid college when I was getting my finance degree. At first, I was following some guys I really looked up to at the time, more bodybuilding style, like Mike Rashid, CT Fletcher. These were like the classic YouTube videos I would watch that would just pump me up. I even visited Metroflex in Long Beach and I fell in love with it. I was like, this is the vibe I want. This is the type of gym that I want to open in Michigan. And just going through more research, I went to a couple Perform Better seminars, which is awesome for anybody that wants to be in this industry. Go to a Perform Better seminar and learn from some of the best minds in the industry. And they have a ton of business seminars, which I attended. I actually reached out to Alan and Rachel Cosgrove of Results Fitness. They offer counseling for gym owners like myself, and pretty much told me that my entire business plan was flawed. And I'm so happy they did, because the type of demographic that we attract now with the product that I've put out compared to what I originally planned on putting out is night and day. We kind of have like a gym that's for anybody right now. You could be a bodybuilder, you could be an athlete, you could be a soccer mom, you could be that middle-aged guy who's just trying to stay young. And it's something for everybody versus the original type of gym I was trying to open was really going to be geared towards like heavy weightlifters, bodybuilders, people that are seasoned, that are looking for that specific niche type of environment.
And did you feel like you had to compromise what you wanted by doing that? And were you nervous? Were you like, shit, what do I know about that? I really focused on this. I want this to be just a house for just meatheads. When you say that, I just picture a bunch of old iron, rusty plates and just like 20 dudes juiced out of their mind working out is what you were going for. And that is not
That
what
was,
your Instagram shows. Your Instagram shows
yeah,
some of the most beautiful bodies on a full ranges of ages uh, that I've ever seen.
that was the plan originally. And obviously, being stationed in Michigan, it's a different type of demographic here than, the West Coast. The West Coast, you got been obsessed with fitness at a young age. There's bodybuilders just walking down the sidewalk everywhere you go. So, with that being said, this is not the place for that type of gym. And once I went to their actual gym, Results Fitness, where we had our original seminar, I kind of saw the environment. I saw how supportive everybody was, and it's so awesome to see, you know, 50-year-old woman doing kettlebell swings next to, like, they had a professional boxer there, and they're just working out next to each other. And I was like, you know what, this might not be what I had envisioned, but I can still put a product out there where everybody feels comfortable and kind of supporting each other. And no, our gym is definitely not soft. We got chains, we got banded squats, we have graffiti on our walls still, all the stuff that I always imagined. It's just anybody feels comfortable coming into our facility, and I'm happy that that's the type of environment that we created.
Yeah, it really does look like you are making athletes too with the kind of movements that the people are doing. They
Yeah.
require a level of intelligence and coordination. Some I've watched you do a bunch of stuff, and then I go in the garage and I try to do it, or I try to have my kids do it, and I'm like, holy shit, this is fucking hard. And look, you make it look so easy. It's just like, oh, step over here, jump up here, and I'm like, why does he look like he's on ice? And I'm going through peanut butter while someone's punching me. I mean, it's you have all the pieces there.
Yep. I mean, it's a lot of muscle memory, right? Once you have that coordination, once you do the basic crossover drill, you just start adding to it. You know, then you can add the ladder to it. Then you can add more hurdles to it. You can add a box jump to it. So you're just kind of combining everything. So that's how we kind of start everybody off at the basic level in their phase one programs. And then as they move to phase three, phase five, they're looking at the videos that I take of them while they work out, and they're like, I can't believe that I'm actually doing this stuff. I could never do this 5 months ago.
So it is kind of like dance.
It is. I mean, the coordination aspect of it, and it's funny you say that because I have had professional dancers come in just to keep their fitness, and it's amazing how quickly they pick up some of the movements that I teach them.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely, um, maybe people wouldn't spot it unless you told them, but definitely for me, as I see it, I'm like, holy shit, this is a fucking dance. This is like a really intense
Right? It's
dance that requires a lot of
coordinated.
explosive movements.
It's
Yeah.
all coordinated movement.
If you went to school for finance, how did your parents feel about you going this path?
They definitely, they had a little bit of concern in the beginning. I actually moved to LA for about a year, and I was chasing my dream to open a gym over there, but I saw how fierce the competition was in LA. There's so many good trainers, so many good coaches, so many good gyms in LA. Obviously, the price to do something like that is a lot more expensive in a market like Los Angeles. So I kind of took what I learned there and devised a really detailed business plan. Showed it to my parents, showed it to a lot of my friends here just to bounce around ideas, get opinions. And I remember specifically there was like this one day where we were all sitting down and I could just like see the stress on my dad's face because he saw me ready to put my life savings into it, take out this big loan and open this gym. And I told him, I was like, look, at the end of the day, my number one goal my whole life was to make my parents proud. And if they truly felt in their hearts that I should go another route, I was willing to do that. But my parents, I love them to death. They just looked at me in my eyes and they said, if this is what you want to do and you're passionate about it, then we don't want you looking back 20 years from now like, I wish I just took that chance. So with their support, I've always said that's all that I need in my heart to really chase a dream, and that's all I had in the beginning, and it worked out. So I'm blessed for that.